The man was astonished to find a black bug in the water glass he had drunk from. The next second, he crushed the bug, and then something terrifying happened. A few days later, the man suddenly started having nosebleeds, and his face grew paler and paler. Sometimes he would even faint suddenly. The man realized that if this continued, he wouldn't live much longer. So he fetched a doctor and, following the doctor's advice, started hydrotherapy. Subsequently, the naked man was enclosed in a container filled with an unknown liquid. However, it wasn't long before the man sensed something was wrong. He opened his eyes and saw that he was actually surrounded by eels. The man began to struggle desperately, but the more he struggled, the crazier the eels became. Finally, the man lost all his strength and sank to the bottom of the container just when he thought he was going to die. The staff waiting outside finally noticed something was wrong. They pulled the man out, but he developed a shadow over the container and refused to undergo such treatment again. As a result, he could only stay in the hospital ward all day long. That night, however, the man suddenly noticed that the hospital gardener was pushing a cart to a hole outside the window. The man couldn't see clearly what was on the cart, and before long, the gardener came out empty-handed. For several consecutive days, the man witnessed the same scene. Taking advantage of the fact that no one was around, he gathered his courage and approached the hole. He stretched his head to peer inside, and the next second, his eyes widened in horror.